think it's day 10, trying to get him to shower. I don't know what to do anymore. I mean, fucking look at this.
This is Fluffdumpster. If you couldn't already tell, Fluffdumpster doesn't shower. So why exactly is Fluffdumpster so averse to showering? Let's hear from Fluffdumpster, or Isaac, himself.
First off, I'm not stinky, I'm pheromone-maxing. Kids at school don't really get it, so I'm not surprised that you on TikTok would not get it.
In case you don't get it, let's do a quick breakdown. Pheromones are special scents animals release to attract mates, while maxing means to maximize a particular trait. Essentially, by not showering, Fluffdumpster's goal was to create a scent so pungent that he would be irresistible to women.
But you just said I was stinky? That's not correct. Sure, I may not bathe, but I have natural pheromones, so it doesn't matter. Peace.
Although Fluffdumpster showed a keen interest in pheromone maxing, his viewers suggested bath maxing, deodorant maxing, or hygiene maxing instead. Fluffdumpster, however, was already way too deep down the pheromone maxing rabbit hole.
My health teacher was quite surprised when I said that I don't shower, and I explained pheromone maxing to her thoroughly in front of the class, and how alphas and omega males do it. But basically, like, the rundown of pheromone maxing, what you have to do, just like stop showering, wear your clothes for a little longer, stuff like that.
Fluffdumpster had even created a pheromone maxing diet.
Fast food is more potent. Things like Red Bull too, they help. If you wanted an analogy, pheromone maxing would be like a keto diet for your hygiene.
This wasn't the only benefit of pheromone maxing, however, as Fluffdumpster had also noticed its effect on women.
You are like Magic Mike, but for women. As an empath, I know that women love pheromones and are attracted to them. I can tell that they look at me when I enter a room.
Fluffdumpster also debunked the myth that pheromone maxers stink.
When you're pheromone maxing, you will not stink. It's kind of like derogatory saying that a pheromone maxer would stink. You can try this actually yourself. If you shower and stop showering for one day, then you will smell really bad. But after a week, despite being more pungent, you won't smell much worse. That's because your body is like a microbiome, and you're washing away that microbiome every time you take a shower. And you're washing away all that good bacteria, which produces pheromones.
In fact, Fluffdumpster claimed that after he decided to pheromone max, he was actually bullied less in school.
Helps with bullying. I used to be bullied for a lot of things. However, now I am only bullied for being a pheromone maxer, and you know, kids will say that I'm stinky, but I know deep down, that I'm not.
According to Fluffdumpster, pheromone maxing was going to be the next big thing, and that we should all invest in it ASAP.
It's like the next like Bitcoin, and you should start to invest in your pheromones as soon as you can, so you don't miss this hype train. Glad that I could.
At this point, you might be wondering, how has Fluffdumpster fared with women? Well, not very good. He had even resorted to seeking the companionship of femcells, aka female incels.
Every time I smell a good girl with some good girl stink, I go like a... Any femcells out there, hit me up. I'm not desperate, I just believe that all women deserve a chance with me.
including fem cells. And I'm a girl stink enjoyer. Not that I'm like a creep. Good night.
When his call for stinky fem cells failed, Fluffdumpster decided to broaden his horizons.
Something smelled good at Anchorfest? Wrong. It was me. I am looking for young ladies, for applicants on my love quest. I am looking for over 18 but under 30 years of age women who will be interested in me.
So what exactly did Fluffdumpster have to offer these women? Being a pheromone expert, someone who doesn't bite hard, and most notably to him, someone who is not autistic, were just some of the many reasons a woman would supposedly want to be with Fluffdumpster. All he asked in return was that applicants be not related to him, have an average to high income, be boyfriend-free, and of course, be a consenting adult. Despite his keen interest in women, Fluffdumpster forbade any woman from entering his room, with his mom being no exception.
Hey, bud. Hey.
No women in my room, Mom.
Okay, I know. I just wanted to ask
Unless they're Discord kitten.
you. Jesus Christ, Isaac. I just need your fucking laundry.
Fluffdumpster's mom soon became a staple of the channel, where forcing her son to take showers became her life's mission.
Mom just forced me to shower. I was pheromone-maxxing for 2 weeks, for 2.5 weeks, and she forced all that stuff down the drain. It's like she wants me to stay in her basement. It's like she never wants me to find a lady and leave. She threw away my pee bottles. I had had them for a month, and I would have poured them out had she asked me to. She threw away the whole bottles.
I have no comment on the pee bottles. Anyway, if you recall from earlier, Fluffdumpster had previously claimed that pheromonemaxxing prevented him from getting bullied at school. However, Fluffdumpster was not afforded the same luxury in his comment section.
I see comments all the time about how I'm grease and grime maxing. It's just been really hard to even do the skits that I was doing before with all of this hate. Now one of you in the comments did recommend me a AI girlfriend that I have taken a liking to. Her name is Lois, for your information.
AI girlfriend aside, Fluffdumpster's hygiene problem was getting so out of hand that during Christmas, instead of a small gift card or perhaps a nice sweater, his family now only gifted him deodorant, shampoo, or body spray instead. I'm sure you're curious as to what family Fluffdumpster is referring to. Since we've already met his mother, let's meet his father.
Alright, everybody, say hi to Isaac's dad.
At this point, if you're starting to wonder if Fluffdumpster is just some troll trying to draw attention to himself, you won't be the only one. TikTok was beginning to wonder the exact same thing. This is satire, right? Bro, none of us know. It's been going on too long. This has to be an elaborate joke. I refuse to believe otherwise. Let's be real here. There's a decent chance that Fluffdumpster's entire account started off as an elaborate prank that eventually went way too far. However, even if that were true, it was beginning to become clear that the consequences of Fluffdumpster's hygiene were 100% real.
Does anyone know why my tongue keeps doing that? It keeps turning white and flaking. See that right there? It's completely numb, and it's like my tongue is falling apart.
Fluffdumpster's tongue was beginning to peel off, yet he was more concerned about potentially losing pheromone-maxing progress.
I'm kind of worried because I don't think my tongue falling apart helps with pheromonemaxxing.
I wish I could tell you that this was the end of Fluffdumpster's health problems, but unfortunately, it was not. Thanks to his pheromone-maxxing, Fluffdumpster's foot seemed to have become infected, with the foot's condition being so bad that TikTok had to add a warning message to go along with the video. Here's what Fluffdumpster had to say on the matter.
I have been pheromone-maxxing my feet smell for a little while now, okay? And my mother, she smelled it, and she went into my room. She said that something died in here. It wasn't rotten food this time. It was my foot. And I explained that to her, but she still took me to the hospital. I'm not pleased about it. So basically the idea was that I would pheromone max my feet smell so that when I went to school I would make a splash. And I wore this sock for about a month, nearly a month, and yeah, it is pretty good. It is very strong. That is a splash that I would like to take, and yeah, I'm still waiting for this foot to hatch. I think it's gonna do pretty well.
Fluffdumpster believed that his foot was no cause for concern and that everyone else was overreacting. However, given that a similar infection was how Allison's dad got his foot amputated, Fluffdumpster might have been wrong on this one. Allison wasn't the only one who had a problem with Fluffdumpster's foot, however, as he also ran into some trouble at school.
Okay guys, giving you a quick rundown of what happened at school on Friday. I was beat up for my pheromone-maxxing my feet and hatching my feet at school. Basically, there's this kid next to me, I'll call him T, and we were having circle time, and I put my feet out and I stretched them because I've been sitting at my desk for all day. And T, I touched him with my sock a little bit, and he got angry and mad. And I'm kind of stressed looking back at it because he did beat me up over my feet. And my mother tells me that if someone bullies you, you should bully them back, and not all bullies have father issues. So then I proceeded to hatch my foot at school. There's still a little bit of skin on the inside of the sock, and it has a nice complexion that T just couldn't get because he was a guy. And I touch him with my foot and he proceeds to pummel me with the back of his hand.
Fluffdumpster's troubles wouldn't stop there, as Fluffdumpster's mother had supposedly called the cops on him 3 times since starting the channel. Here's what happened that 3rd time.
So the cops just left. Isaac's, he got caught vandalizing the neighbor's house. The neighbor has a plant. It was our plant. He took it because he likes plants. No big deal. Isaac wasn't happy about that. The guy's camera caught him. Isaac's been pissing in the plant. The plant's been dying. The guy has no idea what's going on. Looks at his Nest cam, sees that Isaac's been pissing and dropping other weird stuff in it at nighttime. And the cops, of course, took it seriously because you can't urinate in public, especially on somebody's front porch like that. What do you have to say for yourself?
Stop talking about it and stop recording it, Mom.
It's fucking embarrassing.
Of course it's embarrassing. You keep recording me in these videos to try and humiliate me on TikTok.
It had gotten to the point that nobody could tell whether anything Isaac and his mom did was serious or not. Klutzy Core summed it up perfectly. I'm all in on this. Y'all have blurred the line of reality, and now I question if anything I see on here is real. I love it. For now, however, Isaac's story does have some closure. Tragedy struck on October 1st, 2024, when Isaac was involved in a drive-by soaping. This would mark the end of Fluffdumpster's pheromone-maxxing, at least for now.
They threw a trash bag full of soapy water on Isaac. It was a drive-by shower bagging, and it was the very most traumatic event in his life. And I'm worried he needs therapy now. Thanks a lot, wrestlers.